Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Persona Q. In the previous episode we defeated Zeus, the god, but there is still one more challenge left for us to defeat in this game. Once you have beaten the game, one time as the Persona 3 team and one time as the Persona 4 team, the final challenge will be unlocked in the nurse's office. Now, to prepare for this boss, I had to do lots of grinding. And we also had to get our main character up to level 94 to summon the strongest Judgment Arcana persona in the game, which we now have. We got Akihiko level 81, Aigis 82, Naoto 83, our Persona 3 protagonist is level 90, and Narukami is level 94. Levels honestly do not matter a ton, they are nice, but don't stress out if you're not level 99. Our equipment is relatively still the same since we battled Zeus. Accessories are personal preference. I prefer the life bobs on my two main attackers, all-around badge, overflow bangle, and almighty badge on that guy. I highly recommend the ultimate armors and ultimate weapons though, because the stat increases and defense are pretty unparalleled. Next up are our personas. We got a giant change to our personas this time around. We got Heroic Gemini, Danse Macabre, Shura Tensei, Demon's Cut, God's Cut, Raging Fists. On our new Mahakala, Caesar also has Power Charge. Next up is the highest level persona in the game. He has Rebel Spirit, World's End, Mind's Eye. The rest of the skills honestly do not matter. World's End is a physical attacking almighty attack that can be power charged to do massive amounts of AoE damage. And Mind's Eye is a buff that increases the critical hit chance of everybody on your team. Might as well look at the other stats too. Got Heroic Gemini, Raging Fist, Power Charge, and Runic Shield. Next up is Aigis' persona, Yoshitsune, and Athena. Raging Fist, Shura Tensei, Power Charge, Demon's Cut, God's Cut, Heroic Gemini, Warrior Title, Trick Step, and Hasatobe. Pretty standard for an Aigis set. Next up, we got the big one. Not the third strongest Judgment Arcana persona, Ardha, who has Lethargy, Circle, and Poison Breath. This combined with the Binding Hands, Impure Reach, passive abilities, are going to ensure that we can inflict our enemies with poison and Agility Bind a lot more frequently. Mataru Kaja and Madio Haran are also extremely helpful. Next up we got Messiah and Zeus. Messiah now has Marakunda, which is fantastic for debuffing the opponent, and honestly we just have Zeus for the bonus 250 HP and 74 SP, which is pretty nice. He also has Myriad Arrows, in case we ever want to do that. And finally we have our support this time around. We have Rise and Kazeyon, who has Victory Cry, Heroic Wind, which is really the only one we need, and Into the Void. Into the Void, for the strategy that I'm going to be using this time around, is pretty much required. This time, I'm not going to be using Fuka. Fuka is used for a different purpose if you're using the Shura Tensei route, which this time around we are not going to be using that. But we'll get into more of the boss strategy in a little bit. For the time being, let's go into the nurse's office and accept the quest. The new quest, whether you choose to accept it or not, is at the very bottom. A family affair.
So, the time has finally come that you've accepted this request. Well, Sister, Theo, Code Red, we have an emergency!
Well done in making it thus far, Hero of Light.
We are the minions of the mighty Overlord, Elizabeth. It's best that you surrender and...
Just surrender already.
Just surrender already.
Your evil deeds are known to the heavens, and to I, Elizabeth. I won't let you ignore the burden you imposed upon Margaret by fusing countless personas. Worse, you exploited the odor, forcing him to create staggering amounts of equipment. How inhumane! But most of all, how dare thee eat the flan that I, Elizabeth, had been saving for later? Now, take your sword in hand. I shall sever your head from your body at once!
How long are we going to maintain this charade? It's keeping us from discussing the topic at hand.
Sister, establishing the mood is the absolute most important step. Well then, we have made this request because of the aforementioned reasons. Its nature is simple. Fight against us and emerge victorious. By the by, the earlier accusations, except for my flaw, are all false. So please be at ease. Indeed, the moment I realized that my flaw had simply gone missing,
That's enough. I'll take over from here. The request is as you heard. We wish for you to fight we three and win. We are always bystanders of fate. That is our role, after all. We have no objections to it. But watching you stand tall, even while being tossed about by fate, stirred a certain emotion in us.
We gain the desire to accomplish something by our own strength as well. We wish to test our own limits and overcome that boundary. It made us want to believe that even we can do something. It was that kind of feeling. I do not fully understand this mysterious emotion of belief, but it's undeniable that within my heart lives a wish I want to believe in.
You have all stated that people change through encounters. In which case, we have changed here as well. Since you've changed us, it is your obligation to see what we might accomplish. Don't you think so?
Please, I ask that you have a serious bout. No, a solemn battle with us. We wish to know as well what we might achieve at the end of this fight.
And we wish for you to win. Normally, it would be impossible to defeat we who preside over power. Yet we wish to feel, we wish to believe that you will accomplish this impossible feat. The battleground will be the Velvet Room, the place where everything began. Please come by when you've made every preparation you could possibly make.
And with that request taken, we are finally ready. So let's head on over to the Velvet Room and get ready for quite the difficult battle. Not too sure how this is gonna go, but, well, I'll give it my all, I guess.
So it seems the time has finally come. My brother and sister will arrive shortly. Are you sure you're ready? Let us make this a battle to remember. Be clear on one thing. We will not tolerate any half measures. Of course, the same is true for my own side. Try not to fall too quickly.
Do your best!
So we have our boss battle versus Elizabeth, Theodore, and Margaret all at the same time. Our main strategy here is to spam Lethargy Circle with Naoto, get them all poisoned, debilitate Elizabeth ASAP, then destroy their agility and their defenses, and just let Akihiko and Aegis go ham. Every single turn, actually every single first turn, they're going to do the same moves. Theo's going to use his attack, Elizabeth's going to use her attack, and then Margaret's going to do her attack. That's the speed of them. Luckily, Runic Shield and Aegis Shield help out a lot at mitigating their special attacks. Now, you are on a time limit to start things off with. If you do not defeat one of the siblings in the first 5 turns, they're going to launch their all-out attack, and it's going to do a lot of almighty damage. And okay, we got 2 out of 3 binded, not bad. But yes, that is our primary strategy. We need to defeat one of these opponents as quickly as we can. If that does not happen, we have a backup plan in the form of Kazion and the Into the Void leader's skill. And basically, it just comes down to RNG. If you get your agility binds or if you land your poison breaths, let's go for the Marakunda, because this turn is the turn we want to start using our Hasatobe and Danse Macabre attacks. Alright. Let's go for the Bufudan attack. If that hits Akihiko, which it did not, that could be bad, but luckily, Akiko is pretty fast, so Margaret's not going to get her turn. And whoa, look at that damage. Gosh, crazy. I know it wasn't a ton of attacks, but goodness, that wasn't bad. We're going to raise Aigis' stats a ton, and then go for the Poison Breath. Missed everybody, except for Margaret, which I'll take. So use a Hasatobe. It really does help if you get Heroic Gemini procs, but if you do not, it's not the end of the world. Simply just reset your game if you're not doing too crazy on damage. Theo's main role in his party is to get rid of the debuffs here. He will use one of his turns to just either remove a binding or remove a poison from one of his sisters, which is what we want him to be doing.
I thought that you might be unfazed by attacks of this intensity, and so I was right.
There is no need to hold back. By all means, strike with lethal force.
The time has come for us to raise the stakes. There will be no relaxing just yet.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Now you're gonna see that poison damage does a lot. If you have all 3 characters poisoned, that's 3,000 extra damage a turn, which is fantastic. Naoto, that is all she needs to focus on. The Lethargy Circle is out. That's basically all she needs to do. She is our backup healer, but if she is poisoning them every turn, that's the best that she can do as far as damage goes. There's really no reason to do anything else. We're debilitating Theodore to just lower his stats as much as possible. He's used Patra to get rid of the poison on Margaret. But hopefully we will get up another Poison Breath. And oh no, the reason that we want Elizabeth killed as quickly as possible is because she has access to the Legion persona, which likes to bind us, which is kind of a problem since Akihiko cannot use his power charge this turn, which is a giant bummer. And Naoto can also not use her magic, but that's fine. We'll get the Mutundi gems up next turn. Now, I do not recommend using your leader skill to cleanse off the binding. That is a waste. And oh man, I don't know. This is not looking like we're going to kill anybody before the 5th turn, so we definitely need to plan accordingly. Alright, Mind's Eye's on everybody. Let's set up another Hasatobe and use another one of those Mutundi gems. Okay, that looks like a solid turn. Luckily, we do have a 100% heal in the form of Mendio Haruran. The only real risk we have here is if we do not... Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I was kind of counting on Aiga's shield to block these electric attacks, but it didn't really work out like that. But that's fine, that's just RNG. Can't really help it unless we had, you know, Elect Absorb on Aigas, which is fine. There's room for improvement into my build, I will admit it, but we will win. We can do this. Theo is going to waste another turn using Mutundi to get rid of the Agility Bind on him. Hopefully our Magic Circle did not proc at all. Oh boy, that is actually kind of a problem. The Debilitate is going to go away from Elizabeth. And we're all going to heal up a little bit thanks to Risei. And alright, their HP is way too high. This is not looking good at all. Let's set up our power charge. And now is the turn you need to use Into the Void if you've not killed any of these. Any of these opponents, you need to use it this turn. Because this all-out attack just does way too much damage. You cannot deal with it. The 5th turn is when they do it. Just make sure you have Into the Void or a similar ability. Or heck, just kill one of them. I think that's the first time we've ever seen Risei this whole Let's Play. I think it has. But yes, do not mess around with their all-out attack. It does way too much damage. You could try and focus fire one of the Velvet Room assistants. But let me tell you right now, that is a horrible idea. You want to kill them all around the same time. And man, that animation looks really funny, actually. But it's fine. Because we have Into the Void, we'll block all of that 100%. It didn't even happen. But that means we have to defeat one of these people in the next 5 turns, or it's game over. We use Lucifer's World's End. Decent damage, not bad. That was around 6,000 damage in 1 turn. I'll take it. Let's get the Lethargy Circle up again. Gonna get it onto Elizabeth. So now she cannot dodge any of these attacks. Nice, that is really good damage. Oh man, we got all 8 hits. Heck yeah! So a little bit more.
It's just as I thought. You hold a wondrous power within.
What is this I'm feeling? I shall fight more solemnly from here on.
It seems you have kindled a flame in my sister. Please take even greater care than before.
Maybe you guys should be the one taking care. I mean, we're doing pretty good so far. They're around half HP, which is where we want them to be, obviously. The thing about this boss fight is, if you kill one of the Velvet Room assistants too quickly, one of the other ones will revive them with Sama Recarm. So, you gotta watch out for that. We need to kill them all roughly around the same time frame. That is pivotal. If you fail at doing that, they will heal 100%, which is obviously bad. The Maragi down will come out, but luckily Aiga's shield did block some of it. Let's refresh Marakunda. Basically, our Persona 3 protagonist, he's just here for debuffs and healing. Magic attacks are not amazing in Persona Q, so it's really just better to focus on the physical ones. Let's get Power Charge going again. Power Charge, Danse Macabre. That is all Akihiko's doing. Unfortunately, he's running a bit low on SP, which could be a problem. The triple poison! Oh my gosh, that is so stinking lucky. Unfortunately, Elizabeth is going to get the Matarakaja. We need to kill Elizabeth as quickly as we can, because we do not want to get bound again. That would be horrible, and Theo's got quite a lot of work to do, apparently, right now. He's got to get all the binds and all the poison off his sisters, so he probably won't be doing any attacks for a while, which is obviously what we want him to do. Let's set up another Danse Macabre, and oh my gosh. I think we're going to do it, man. Okay, let's use Hasatobe. I mean, Theo is really, really weak right now. Let's just refresh our Poison Breath, because Theo will cleanse one of them off. So we need to make sure that we can just, get another layer of poison on. Poison is fantastic for speeding up the turns. And if you can get on everybody, that's great. Luckily, we dodged the Garudine from Shiva. Let's use Danse Macabre. Okay, Elizabeth is hunched over, and so is Theo. Heck yeah, awesome. That is what I like to see. We're going to refresh Mind's Eye. And oh wow, I could have sworn Naoto was slower than Theo. I guess not. Either way, though. Hasatobe is going to do a ton of damage here. Hopefully we can finish off Elizabeth. Missed a couple attacks, and yes, we knocked the first one out. So now is the moment that you need to hurry up and defeat Theo. Oh my gosh, she has no HP. If I guess gets hit with one more attack, she's dead. Oh my gosh, please do not hit her. Are we good? Okay, yes, we're good. Oh my goodness. That was cutting it a little bit too close. That is why I use the passive skill for Riasei to heal you up a little bit every turn. Every little bit of healing counts here. We need a power charge ASAP. I think we're going to have to use World's End here. I guess really can't do much of anything. Medio Haran has to happen. We're going to debilitate Margaret. Oh my gosh, they're so low. We could actually end it right here. Come on, dodge the Meziodine. Oh my gosh, good enough. Runic Shield is so great. Oh my gosh. This is cutting it a bit close, man. Using the strategy is not the best way to beat this boss fight. We'll get into that later. Oh my gosh, Aegis, please. Please. Someone heal Aegis now. Oh my gosh. We're going to power charge on all of our front row. And hope for the best, basically. One turn is... They're not going to heal in one turn. That's just not going to happen. Instead, they should save it. Theo is going to waste another turn healing up Margaret. It's not really a waste, but you know what I mean. It's not direct damage. Fortunately, our circle missed again, which is okay. Because it's full HP now, and we now use Danse Macabre. Actually, we don't even use that. Let's just end it with World's End, I guess. Hasatobe. Oh man, guys, I think we did it. I'm feeling really confident about this. Let's just refresh the Marakunda and see what happens. Hasatobe coming through. Not bad at all. This next turn ought to do it. The Garudine. Yeah, that's not going to stop us. I can't believe we did it. Oh my goodness. We just beat the hardest boss in Persona Q if this next attack hits.
Lucifer! Lucifer!
This is it. We've lost. I thought there would be some kind of epiphany at the end of our battle, but I hear no voice speaking to me. All I feel is an overwhelming sense of fulfillment. Yes, this in itself must be the answer.
There is something like the gleam of a jewel dwelling in each of your hearts. That must be the cry of life. You use every means you have to desperately struggle and writhe. That must be what it means to live.
While we were fighting you, there was little doubt that we were living as well. Perhaps it was simply that which we had been yearning for.
Anyway, Thank you for granting us our satisfaction. We will continue to assist you, unchanged from before. Also, your reward will be waiting at the nurse's office, so don't forget to stop by.
And that'll do it. That was the ultimate opponent. We beat all 3 Velvet Room assistants in the same battle. And wow, that is the first quest we've done this file. It's kind of funny, but yes. The reward we get for this is not amazing. Just like Persona 3 does nothing. It's just literally bragging rights, but heck, it's awesome, nevertheless.
Thank you for fighting us seriously. I will go fetch my sister and Theo, so please wait a moment. You gotta turn up, down, 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 down.
That was quite a heated battle just now. My heart still trembles to think of it.
Yes, it was truly a wondrous time. Well then, please take this. There are no longer any rewards that could be of assistance to you. This is just an ordinary item, but it is our gift to you in honor of your victory over us, showing us the gleam of life.
We wish to fight you again sometime. With that day in mind, we will continue to further train ourselves. And on that day, I shall have my revenge for my lost blonde.
To make one thing clear, they aren't the ones who ate your flan.
Dear me. Theo?
It wasn't me either!
It was me.
Theo!
I'll be on my way to buy another at once!
Well then, it's about time that we returned to our original duties. Excuse us.
And so, the final challenge Persona Q has to offer has been eliminated. We did it. On our first try, no less. It's actually kind of surprising, but yes, that strategy, pretty darn good. Danse Macabre, Hasatobe, World's End, basically the best attacks to use, and getting crits is even better. But there is a better strategy, and that is what I'm going to be showing next. You notice we did not use Shura Tensei even once in that battle. What if we did? That is what I'm going to show you guys next, so be right back. I have decided that wasn't necessarily the best guide to beating this boss battle. It was the most entertaining, but not necessarily the best. We're going to use the Power Charge Shura Tensei combo with Danse Macabre and Hasatobe, and we're going to see how fast this battle goes. We're still playing on hard difficulty. I did change the animations. I made them go by a little bit faster since this is basically the same battle over again. But if you just want to beat these guys into a pulp and be done with it, you don't care about being fair to the boss fight or making it challenging, use Shura Tensei, use Power Charge, use Mahakala, Yoshitsune, and Lucifer, and literally just win the battle in like a couple of turns. That's the easiest way to do it. Shura Tensei the second turn. Now, I must point out I am using Fuka as my battle navigator. Her healing skills just make this a little bit more manageable, because, as you know, Shura Tensei does sacrifice half your HP to do almost double the damage, which in my opinion is a fair trade-off, but yeah. Pretty much the same recipe as before. Heck, I don't even think we need the Lethargy Circle or the Poison Breath. I almost forgot. You has Lucifer, which does heal ice. That was kind of funny. Only did 1 damage, though. Very interesting. Aigis and Akihiko are now awakened. We will get knocked down with that Loki Mabufudan, but yeah, this is basically over. I don't know why they didn't balance the game a little bit better. I don't even know why Shura Tensei's in the game. It honestly just gets a little bit crazy, but heck, I'm not complaining. I think it's awesome. And I hope you guys are ready to see some awesome amounts of damage. This is gonna be crazy, man. Oh my gosh. A Marakunda and a Debilitate on Elizabeth and Theo. Next turn, these guys are going to suffer. Oh man, I've been looking forward to this. Oh my. That wasn't even the most damage we could do. Next turn, Aigis is going to tear these people apart. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure... Wait. Crap. Oh no, we're good. Akihiko's gonna die regardless, though, because of the, you know, the Shura Tensei. Oh my gosh, they're even all bound. Oh man. Yeah, but no matter what, Akihiko... I'm skipping your dialogue? We've already heard that. Goodness. I mean, no, there's really nothing I could do. There's really nothing I can do to save Akihiko. That's one downside of using Shura Tensei. Your people die a lot faster, but hey, so does the opponent. As long as they die faster than you die, you win, right? Either way, though, Akihiko, dead. He could have used... I could have gave him the Endure skill card from Satan, but I don't know. It's not really that big of a deal. That's kind of just the point where it's min-maxing and... Are you serious? Oh my gosh. You can't... That's the most damage I've ever seen in a Persona game. That's insane. Oh my god. Well, if you count Armageddon, not really. But you know what I mean. Oh man. Well, next turn we basically win. Finish him off, I guess. I mean, there's really nothing here for you to do. Hasato... Oh my gosh, she has like 0 HP. Yeah, that's kind of how you beat this boss fight rather quickly, if you're at all curious. Yeah. A little bit on the easy side. So now I've shown you 2 methods on how to beat the ultimate boss. Hope you found this video a little bit enjoyable. I sure as heck had fun filming this. Is probably the most fun I've had in the whole game so far. That was freaking amazing. But that is all the time I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed this series. And well, I guess I'll see you guys in the next Let's Play. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.